For this problem, it gives us dy dx, and it just asks us to show how we get to that dy dx. Now note that we're making this change on the study guide I give you, but on the one I printed, I messed up a little bit. It should be 3y squared x instead of just 3y squared in that denominator, and we're going to show why right now. So first of all, we should notice that this is a product of two variables, y cubed and x. So we have to use our product rule for derivatives. So the product rule says take the derivative of the first function we were multiplying, so that's 2y cubed, which is going to give us 6y squared. Okay, but we have to multiply by the derivative of that inside function y, so that's dy dx. And then the product rule says don't touch the second function yet. So the derivative of the first function multiplied by the second function. Plus, now we're going to leave the first function alone, and which is 2y cubed, and then we're going to multiply by the derivative of the second function. The derivative of x with respect to x is just 1. You don't have to write 1. I'm just writing it to show you, but it ends up just being 2y cubed on that side because we're multiplying by 1. Okay, so this piece right here represents the derivative of this piece, and we still have to work with the rest of this. So next we have the derivative of y squared, which is 2y dy dx. Okay, plus the derivative of 2x is just 2, and that's equal to 0. So again, we identify that we have a dy dx there and here, so we're going to get everything else out of here. So on one side we're going to have a negative 2y cubed minus 2, because we're subtracting over that and we're subtracting over that. Every remaining piece has a dy dx, so we're going to factor out our dy dx. What's left over is 6y squared times x, and then plus 2y. Okay. So that's what we're going to divide over when we isolate dy dx. We get dy dx equals negative 2y cubed minus 2 divided by 6y squared x plus 2y. Based on what the problem's asking for, we're not done yet. It looks like it's asking us to simplify this down. So we have to notice that we can factor out a negative 2 from the top and get y cubed plus 1 left over. On bottom, we can also factor out a 2, and we would get 3y squared x plus y. Technically, you could also factor out that y, but not important right now. We can cancel our 2's, which ultimately gives us negative y cubed plus 1 divided by 3y squared x plus y, which is what the study guide should say once we fix it and add this x right here. So that is our final dy dx. And that is describing the slope of this funky curve.